Hi everybody, Vicki here from Team Whole Health, and I'm also a member of Team Fit and Healthy. I'm one of the coaches, and tonight I'm going to share with you my recipe for roasted veggies. I'm going to roast cauliflower and Brussels sprouts tonight, and it's super easy, so let's get started. So I have with me here, I have a nonstick cooking spray. It happens to be extra virgin olive oil, it is propellant free right here. So anyway, it's a step up from Pam. But anyway, I have that. I also have some extra virgin olive oil in one of these really handy pourers that makes a very steady but fine stream of oil. I recommend getting this. I got this from a friend who lives in Europe, so I'm sure they're available, but I don't know what you call them, but they're really awesome. You take the lid out, you pour it in here, and it makes it very easy to control how much olive oil you're putting in things. And I have a sheet pan right here that I'm going to use to roast the veggies on. And then I have already cut up, I have my cauliflower, which I've cut up into florets, yay big. And then I have my Brussels sprouts. Now, to make this recipe super easy, simple, and quick, I would recommend pre-cutting your veggies. So if you have a day that you set aside for some food prep, like a Sunday, this is a great thing to cut up, wash, cut up, and dry, and keep in your fridge. I actually cut up these veggies a week ago and never got around to making them, so I'm making them tonight. So it's a great time-saving thing to pre-cut your vegetables and then have them ready to go when you're ready to cook them. So let me get my bowl. Need a big enough bowl to mix all these veggies in. I'm not going to use all of this cauliflower. It's a lot of cauliflower. So I'm going to probably use like half. And so here's my bowl. Remove this. And so I'm gonna pour about, I was gonna measure for you, but eyeballing it, it's about 4 cups of cauliflower and 4 cups of Brussels sprouts. And because I know how this pours, and I really don't want to have to go through the hassle of pouring it into a measuring spoon and then pouring it back again, because I know how long to pour for each teaspoon, I'm going to do 2 teaspoons. So, all right, so that's 2 teaspoons of oil. And then you want to take a spoon or your hands and mix that up really well. In fact, I'm probably going to use my hands because it just helps the oil to distribute. You want to distribute that oil evenly around all of the veggies and get them all coated with the olive oil. Now, don't be afraid to use oil. Extra virgin olive oil is one of those healthy oils that we like to cook with. So, I mean, obviously you don't want to use too much, but fat is good for you and your body needs fat. So use the right kind and your body will thank you. All right, so that's looking good. Sorry, I'm still here. So now what I'm gonna do is, I've got my pan or my cookie sheet that I don't use for cookies anymore. And I'm just gonna spray a really thin layer of this oil on here because it might be that you get a side of a veggie that didn't quite get coated with the oil. So this is just to make sure that things really don't stick to the pan. And I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to now get this all on a sheet. I mean, the key is to make sure that you know, like the amount of veggies that you're going to be roasting, that they can fit in a single layer onto a sheet. And what I'm doing is I'm just sort of like turning over the cauliflower and I'm turning over the Brussels sprouts if they are, you don't have to be too crazy about this, but like the cut sides down, because then the cut sides will roast really well and nice and brown. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I put my oven at 400. So it's a high roasting method, high temp. The idea is to get a really nice brown on parts of these veggies, and and they'll get soft just in time for them to be tender, but then also have that really nice caramelization on one side. So I'm gonna bring you with me here. This is gonna get a little tricky. I got my oven all ready and set to go. Just open this, and I'm gonna go right in to my oven. There they are. And I'm gonna set the timer for 7 minutes. Actually, more like 10. I'm gonna set it for 10 minutes. And then when the timer goes off, I'm gonna check them. I'm definitely gonna shake it around a little bit, maybe even use my spatula to turn my veggies over, and maybe get another side a little bit more browned, and then I'll probably cook for another 5 minutes. I'll tell you the total times by the end of this video, because honestly, this is sort of a on-the-go kind of recipe for me. You sort of have to just keep an eye on your veggies. But a quick thing I will mention about this in regards to the holidays, this is a great dish that is a real time saver in terms of when you are preparing your holiday meal. You can, like I said, cut these veggies ahead of time and just have them ready, waiting in your refrigerator. And then these can cook in your oven after your turkey has come out of the oven to rest. So no need to make these ahead of time. You can make them, like I said, while the after the turkey has been taken out of the oven and resting on your counter. So, okay, I will check back in when the veggies are cooking a little bit. So this is about 15 minutes in. I actually started with 10, checked them, and saw that they need a little while longer. So this is 15 minutes in. And as you can tell, they're starting to get a little bit of that sear on there. That's really what you're looking for. If you have the little leaves of Brussels sprouts that have come off, they're gonna brown up and almost crisp up. So I'm just gonna toss these with a spatula, and then give them another 5 to 7 minutes, and then they should be done. Okay, so I just took the veggies out of the oven, and they took a total of 17 minutes. Now that's with my oven. Your oven might be calibrated differently, so you just have to keep an eye on them, like I said. But let me just show you what you're looking for with them. So you're looking for like a nice browning, like this one, for example. Stop, Betsy. See my daughter, there's my daughter. Sorry. And just a nice overall, you know, you want like brown bits on there, and you obviously want the veggies to be soft, but not too soft. And anyway, these turned out really well. Please stop. Please stop. And the last thing you want to do is season them to taste with salt and pepper. I didn't do that before. You could do it before, but you can also do it after. And I happen to use pink Himalayan salt, which is a very good for you salt, and pepper. And so I'm going to do that, toss them all together, put them in a bowl, and they'll be ready to serve. All right. I hope you enjoy them.